Flying an Airbus A320 involves several complex steps and requires extensive training and certification. However, I can provide you with a simplified step-by-step overview of the process. Keep in mind that this is a basic outline and does not cover all the intricate details involved in operating an aircraft. Pre-flight preparation. Ensure that you have all necessary documentation, including flight plans, weather forecasts, and aircraft manuals. Perform a walk-around inspection of the aircraft to check for any visible damage or issues. Enter the cockpit and power up the aircraft systems. Cockpit preparation. Set up the cockpit by adjusting seats, pedals, and other controls to your preference. Turn on the aircraft's main electrical power. Initialize the flight management system FMS and enter the flight plan, including departure and arrival airports, waypoints, and altitude constraints. Engine start. Start the APU auxiliary power unit to provide electrical power and pneumatic pressure. Start the engines using the engine start switches and monitor engine parameters as they spool up. Taxiing. Release a parking brake can taxi the aircraft to the runway using the throttle, brakes, and steering controls. Follow ATC air traffic control instructions and use the radio to communicate with ground control. Takeoff. Line up the aircraft with the runway center line. Apply takeoff thrust gradually using the throttle controls. Rotate the aircraft to establish a positive climb attitude. Retract the landing gear once a safe altitude is attained. Climb and cruise. Follow the assigned departure procedure and climb to the assigned altitude. Engage the autopilot and set the desired cruise altitude and speed. Monitor aircraft systems and navigation instruments throughout the flight. Descent and approach. Plan and execute the descent according to ATC instructions and arrival procedures. Configure the aircraft for landing by extending the flaps and landing gear. Intercept the localizer and glide slope to establish the correct approach path. Landing. Maintain a stabilized approach profile with the correct airspeed and descent rate. Touch down smoothly on the runway, applying reverse thrust if necessary. Taxi off the runway and follow ground control instructions to reach the gate or parking area. Shut down. Taxi to the gate or parking stand. Shut down the engines and APU. Complete post-flight checks and secure the aircraft. Please note that this is a general overview, and actual procedures may vary, depending on airline-specific policies, aircraft configurations, and regulatory requirements. Additionally, flying an aircraft requires extensive training and certification, including simulator sessions and recurrent training to maintain proficiency.